Here are 3 of the worst fitness advice floating around social media that you need to avoid if you're overweight or skinny fat trying to get jacked. And if you follow this bullshit, you'll waste years building your dream physique that could have only taken 3 months. Why? Because most of the advice out there is a one-size-fits-all model. What works for one dude's body might completely fail for yours, and that's what keeps most people very inconsistent. But if you avoid these mistakes and actually follow what I'm about to share, you can get lean and jacked in the next 90 days. Guarantee you, brother, I promise you that. Now, why am I even talking about this? It's because when I first started trying to lose that belly fat that was making me insecure, I was completely desperate. That gut poking through my shirt, it just made me feel like I wasn't him anymore, right? Like I had to wear tons of oversized shirts just to have that muffin top, or I had to change the complete outfit that was really irritating because I really liked the outfit I was wearing, but I couldn't wear it because the slim shirt just exposed my gut. So I had to settle for like a large hoodie or oversized tee, something I just didn't want to wear because it just wasn't right for me. And also my ego really made me hate seeing jacked dudes get the attention that I wanted. Like girls and people would just go up to my jacked friend while I'm just staying here, being on my phone, acting like I'm not seeing nothing, or I'm looking around just looking lame as shit. And low key, I was blaming my body for everything, like low confidence, getting rejected, my fucking ex cheating on me. And deep down, I low-key knew that my body was holding me back from the life that I want to live, because this is the body that I'm waking up to every single day that I gotta live and see and breathe with. And not only that, people's judging me based off how I look, based off how they see my body. And honestly, I just didn't want to start until my fucking ex cheated on me, all right? So I said, let's kick this bitch out. So here's 3 of the worst fitness advice that you gotta avoid if you're trying to get lean and jacked in the next 3 months. Come on. Numero uno, skipping meals is not the move. When I first started trying to lose that belly fat and build muscle, the first piece of advice that I got from social media was skip your meals. Bro, eat breakfast, skip lunch, and then eat dinner.
Or bro, eat breakfast, lunch, and then skip dinner. Or bro, skip breakfast, eat lunch, and don't eat dinner.
What the fuck type of shit is that? Whatever you do, they said, just eat less. And on paper, it makes sense, right? I mean, you eat less, so you're immediately on the caloric deficit, so you can decrease that body fat percentage. That part is true, don't get it twisted, brother, but here's the problem. If you're new to fitness, going extreme like this is one of the worst things you can do, because their biggest challenge, or beginner biggest challenge, first of all, is showing up. They're already struggling with that, so why make it harder by skipping meals, hearing their fucking stomach say, bro, are you gonna fucking eat or what? Like, what are we doing here? Right? It's calling for a fucking meal that you should eat, some fruit, a loaf of bread, anything to feed it. Why are we making this fitness journey harder than it has to be? It's just not sustainable. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna have 3 meals a day plus a snack, and that snack I 100% recommend that it's either a protein bar or a protein shake, because that's what I do and that's how I'm able to build muscle like this. And it works for many of my clients as well. Make protein the start of every meal. Make sure it's 30 grams of protein or more. Greek yogurt, steak, chicken, oikos drinkable yogurt, fish, salmon, tuna, all these things. You got so many options you can choose from. Stick with one and make it. This makes it way easier to hit your protein goals, stay fuller, and not binge eating. Skipping meals makes it almost impossible to hit your protein target, especially if you're trying to hit it only in 2 sittings. 2 meals. Do you really think that you can hit 100 or 250 or 150 grams of protein with only 2 fucking meals that you can eat during the day? Do you really think that's possible, bro? Because if you think it's possible, brother, if you think it's possible, I promise you, you're gonna throw up the next meal, or you do this for a week and say, nah, I can't do this shit, fuck it, this fitness shit's not for me. All right, they can have it. These jack motherfuckers can have it. All right, let me just go the other way and just live my pathetic life of having that belly fat, having this flabby fat. I don't give a fuck, I got money, right? If you can't hit your protein goal, good luck holding onto the muscle as you try to lose fat. That's how people just end up skinny fat. No shape, just soft and flabby. And yes, skipping meals and fasting comes with a bigger deficit, but a bigger deficit comes with a bigger cost, boss. You risk losing muscle along with fat. The goal is to lose 0.5 to 1 pound per week so that you can be holding onto that muscle mass and potentially even building it up. That's what makes you look lean and strong. And I promise you, these past 3 months, I went from 212 pounds to 203 pounds just by doing this. 3 meals a day, protein with every meal. Matter of fact, just last week I had a crumble cookie. Shout out to them for bringing out such a, nice, sweet, savory cinnamon flavor. Lord have mercy. And guess what? Nothing changed, man. I'm still enjoying my best life, eating my favorite foods. Nothing's feeling like a chore. This is just fitness. It's teaching balance. That's what fitness teaches, just balance. Balance. I'm still making progress because this is not about punishment. This is about a lifestyle that you can stick with long term. That's the most important thing. Don't skip your meals unless you want to make fat loss harder than it's supposed to be. Eat balanced meals with protein, aim for consistency, and play the fucking long game. That's how you build a lean jack body that actually lasts. All right, so That's one. Now, mistake number 2 is doing way too many exercises in the same muscle group. Brother, that's not what you want to do, especially if you're a beginner. I see way too many beginners in the gym overwork the same muscle group. So I'm talking about 3 different exercises for your bottom chest, 3 different exercises for your upper chest, 3 different exercises for your lateral deltoids, 3 different exercises for your back. Oh Lord, have mercy. The list goes on and on and on, and you don't even need that many exercises to build your aesthetics up. And this is something that you want to understand so that you're not spending hours in a gym while you're trying to balance fitness, your lifestyle, family life, whatever that you gotta do, especially your career. I mean, if you're doing something like this, then fitness is definitely feeling like a chore for you. So if you're new to lifting, 1 to 2 exercises per muscle group is more than enough. The reason why beginners grow quickly is because their body responds very fast to the new stimulus that they're putting it up against, especially if they're following a right plan that supports their goal. I mean, they'll look completely different in just 90 days. That's why you should focus on compound lifts that focuses on multiple muscle groups. And then a little bit of isolation lifts as well, lifts that works one muscle group. So barbell chest presses, you know what, actually replace that with dumbbell chest presses, because barbell chest presses is one of the worst exercises you can do if you're trying to grow the aesthetics of your chest. It's more so better for strength, only because it blocks the range of motion that you can actually go down with, because the bar blocks that pathway of you getting a deeper range of motion, right? So everyone's rib cage is different. Dumbbell chest presses though, it eliminates all that. Dumbbell chest presses, that works your shoulders, that works your triceps, that works your chest. It's more so better for aesthetics. Squats, that trains your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. Shoulder presses, that trains your lateral, your real deltoid, and your front deltoid, the overall development of your shoulders. These compound lifts alone covers a ton of ground in the gym without you having to spend hours focusing on each specific different muscle group at once. Now, the longer you've been training, the slower that gains are gonna come. So you might be noticing weak points within your physique or muscle imbalances. Here's the key, you do not need to add 5 more exercises. No, we got busy lifestyle that we gotta live. What you gotta do is you gotta train smarter and harder. Why? Well, because a muscle only grows when you give it a challenge for it to grow. That means pushing it close to failure with a smart system, a system that tracks your reps, your sets, your rest times, so that we can actually set the standard for it to fatigue the muscle so that we can stimulate muscle growth. So what do I mean when I say train harder? It's simple, just do more reps, add more weight, reduce the amount of rest times that you're taking. Try intense techniques like drop sets or supersets so that you're setting a standard for your body to have and build actual muscle. Pick 1 or 2 of these and stick with it. I promise, guys, my biceps used to be small as shit, even though I was already jacked. Right, so I was very insecure in my biceps, and I was wondering, how the fuck am I gonna fix this issue? Because I really hate the fact that I got small biceps and it's not really poking out through the sleeves that I'm wearing or my white tees, or especially like a singlet like this, right? So how am I gonna fix this issue? Well, at first I started off by doing like 20, okay, let me be realistic here, but I added like 3 more bicep routines to my original workout, and not only did it make me spend longer time in the gym, like 2 hours max in the gym, but I felt very fatigued where I didn't even want to complete the rest of my exercises, right? So to eliminate all that, what I learned was that I don't need to add more exercises. I just simply gotta train harder and smarter. And that's exactly what I did. I trained smarter and went even harder on the few exercises that I had for my biceps. I'll tell you guys right now, on my arm day, I only do 4 exercises to get arms like these. So bicep curls, that focuses on the peak right here that you guys see, the one that I'm fucking grabbing right now. Second, I do hammer curls. Now that trains a little bit of biceps, but more so focuses on the forearms. So now when you're wearing your oversized tees, this is what they're seeing right here. And then I do tricep pushdowns and tricep overhead extensions for overall tricep development. And that's it. But for each and every single one of those exercises, I train until failure. And that's literally it. So do not buy into the notion that more exercises equals more muscle. That's completely false. What's gonna equal more muscle is smarter programming and better intensity. That's it. So do not waste time doing 20 different variations of the same movement. Pick a few movements that work, train hard, and stick with it. Now, last but not least, the biggest myth that we're gonna kill is number 3, which is more reps and less weight equals muscle tone, and then less reps and more weight equals muscle mass. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know who the fuck started that myth, but let's kill it real quick. Both lesser weight and higher reps and higher weight and lower reps both builds muscle mass and definition. Yes, brother, you heard that right. They both do. Let me explain why. So you do remember on tip number 2, I said that in order for a muscle to grow, it needs to be challenged, right? It needs to struggle in order to finish the reps that you're aiming for. Are you picking up on what I'm saying here? That's why I told you, you either want to add more weight or do more reps. Are you picking up what I'm saying here? Are you finally getting the picture? Let me explain real quick so that you can really understand and dig into this picture I'm telling you, or I'm painting for you. That's why I said, like, God damn it. Both are just different ways to create that same struggle. So let me actually paint the picture for you. Picture person A is curling 20 pounds for 20 to 25 reps, while person B is curling 90 pounds for 8 to 10 reps. Different rep ranges, right? But they're both training until failure. The person who's doing 90 pounds, of course he's not going to be able to do 20, 25 pounds. The weight's way too damn heavy for him. But the person who's doing 20 pounds, of course he can do 8 to 10 or 8 to 10 reps. So of course he's going to have to increase the reps so that he can train until failure. Are you picking up what I'm saying here, man? Are you picking up what I'm saying here? All right, so kill that fucking myth that lesser weight and higher reps equals more definition than lesser reps and then higher weight fucking increases muscle mass. They both do the same goddamn shit. And that's the key though, it's not the exact rep number, but they both have the standard of training until failure, stimulating muscle growth. That's it. There's no magical tone rep range. Your muscles don't know the damn difference between toning the muscle and building the muscle. They just know effort and challenge so that you can get the best of both worlds. Besides that, what makes you look toned is building actual muscle while decreasing that body fat percentage so that you can actually see the definition and the nice little vascularity in between your muscles. All right, that's it. One small tip though, if you're gonna go heavier with the weight, just make sure that you're hitting that 8 to 10 rep range and not that 4 to 6 rep range, because those rep ranges plays a major role in what you're training for. 4 to 6 trains for strength, 8 to 10, that's more so for the bodybuilding side. That's more so for you actually building muscle. All right, so go for 8 to 10 rep range, not 4 to 6. Unless you give a fuck about strength and become the strongest man ever, then be my guest, man. Stay over there. Bottom line though, stop overthinking light versus heavy. Just pick a weight and a rep range that challenges you to train until failure. That's it. Do that consistently and you're gonna be building muscle so fast, it's gonna be absolutely insane. And all it takes is 90 days. All right, so that's a wrap. Listen, building muscle is not rocket science. It's actually very simple if you just stop taking every simple advice that you see from the internet literal, because again, what works for them may not work for you. This is all they provide is just a one size fits all model. That's what you want to avoid for your specific body type. One of the biggest things that I learned is that the more you binge watching social media tips, the more confused that you're gonna be. And I'm sure I speak for everybody when I say that. There's so many guys that I know who's so busy with their job, so they're looking for a quick fix when it comes to fitness and losing that belly fat. So they jump from one social media post to another, looking for the quickest or best workout hack that they can apply for their own workout to lose that belly fat, build the muscle, build the biceps, chest, whatever. But then they wonder why no change is happening. One of the biggest things that you gotta understand is that you don't need more information, you just need a direction and you need to stick with it. And that's why I make these videos, to cut the bullshit out and just give you a straight, long path that you can follow if you're actually serious about building muscle and losing fat. And hey, if you're ready to start spinning the wheels week after week, month after month, year after year, and not seeing any results, and if you want to build that lean, jacked physique in 3 to 6 months, then just hit the link in my description, because my program is built for you to get that dream physique that you want in 90 to 180 days. But this is only if you are serious and want to become the best version of yourself like me. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. The next video is most likely gonna be a vlog, but we'll see how it goes. All right, but this is an educational content piece that I want you guys to keep and apply to your own lifting journey so that you can build that lean jack physique in 3 to 6 months. I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces. I didn't know how to finish the video, so I know that was kind of awkward movements. All right, so we're just gonna pretend that never happened. All right, but I'll see you guys in the next one.